The Cowboys just had one of their busiest off seasons in years, but the real question is, did they actually get better? After a rough season, and moving on from head coach Mike McCarthy, Dallas promoted Brian Schottenheimer to be their head coach. They also let go of guys like DeMarcus Lawrence, Jordan Lewis, Brandon Cooks, all contributors from last year's team that walked in free agency. That's a lot of leadership gone. They did bring in some names though. They got Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, two running backs on one-year deals, and they traded for Kenneth Murray, Kyer Elam. But where they really made their mark was the draft, and I'm just going to say it right now, I think they got some steals. But before we take a look at that, I'd really appreciate it if you drop a like and subscribe. Only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind later. My name's Tyler Carmona, and I cover the NFL for Sports Illustrated, and today we're going to take a look at the Dallas Cowboys' most recent draft.
The highest grade that we gave, it was tied for the highest. It was one of the two. Obviously, you can't get any better than this. So we gave this an A+. What do you think about that for Dallas?
I'll tell you what, after night one, we weren't thinking they were going to get an A+, because you and I both thought Tyler Booker was a little rich, but then you turn around, you get Donovan Ezaraku, who I think finished number 16 on your big board. You get him at 44, and Siobhan Revel's a steal in the third round. You got to give him that much, too.
The Cowboys, very good in this draft. It's not always a guarantee. Sometimes the Cowboys are one of those teams that sort of go their own way, and they go against consensus, and they kind of have their way about things and what they think of certain players. But in my opinion, it was very close to the value that I had on the big board for a lot of these players.
Starting with that first round pick when they got Tyler Booker, the offensive lineman from Alabama, gave up just 2 sacks and 979 pass block plays last year. He was a first-team All-American, and the best part is he just turned 21. Things are different from a few years ago. The Cowboys' O-line isn't the juggernaut that they used to be, but this pick is a huge step toward fixing that. Invested a bunch of money into a quarterback, and you need to protect him, and that's the only way you're going to win games at this point. Second round, Donovan Ezaraku from Boston College. One of my favorite picks in the whole draft, regardless of the team. The guy had 16.5 sacks last year, 21 tackles for loss, won the ACC Defensive Player of the Year, second most sacks in college football, and he won the Ted Hendricks Award for the best defensive end in college football. With Micah Parsons on one side, him on the other side, they're going to wreak havoc on other offensive lines. 3, they got Siobhan Revell from East Carolina. He was the 44th best player according to Pro Football Focus last year, so like an early second-round talent. But he dropped due to an ACL tear last year. But the thing is, the Cowboys' own team doctor was the one who did the surgery, so it seems like they know what they're getting, and this guy was a very solid corner. When you take into account technique, production, the type of competition that he performed well against, I think he's the type of player who could go in immediately and be a contributor. And in the 5th round, you got Jaden Blue from Texas, a running back, and Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders, like we said, just came here on one-year deals, but then entered Jaden Blue, who ran a 4.38 at the Combine, which was the second fastest running back, and he led all college backs in receiving touchdowns last year, so young legs, solid burst, and he provides another aspect to this team that they haven't had in previous years, which is a solid receiving back. So, yeah, for a team that lost a lot this offseason, Dallas quietly reloaded. Between Booker, Ezaraku, Revell, Blue, these are all guys that can contribute early, and if Schottenheimer gets this team rolling, I wouldn't be surprised if they sneak back into the playoffs. So if you agree, disagree, drop the draft grade for me below, and if you want breakdowns like this for any NFL team, just subscribe and let me know what you want.